Good evening and welcome to the latest recording with me, Voice of the Forge, playing World of Warcraft. Currently I am in Searing Gorge and will be going to Ungoro Crater once the quest lines here have been exhausted. Unfortunately, I wish tonight were a better night, but I cannot sleep given the fact that the news is the way that it is. Much as I dislike interrupting my fantasy play with real world events, I just got to the point where it's just kind of like, yeah, there's something has to give somewhere down the line. Iron Summit. Where's Lunk? There's Lunk. Okay, so he's enjoying himself as a dancing ogre. No kill, problem solved. Lunk noticed things. Lunk noticed that Mountain Dwarf likes to watch people dance. Lunk likes to dance. Misalik likes to dance. Then we get to see Mountain Dwarf and he will listen to Misalik. What? Okay, this is obviously some kind of crazy that I need.
Off with you.
Because this is ridiculous. This is absolutely batshit insane.
You got my attention. Watch your back.
Build up a 3 dwarf conga line. Because the leader likes to watch people dance so that he will join your side rather than this. And I'm dancing as a wolf as well. Special happy dance. Oh, holy heck. Alright, if I knew you could dance like that, I wouldn't have asked you to do all the stuff earlier. Tell Overseer Oilfist I'll be joining you. I'll meet you in the Slag Pit, and combined forces of Thorium Point and 9 Summit. Those gorge doors won't know what hit him. Thorium Point.
Watch your back. What's on your mind?
Where is Thorium Point? Fuse light. Thorium Point. Right then, anyway. Yeah, so the news has been full of it recently with regards to what's happened in France. Now the guy who looked like he was going to assassinate a president is going to get released. Or looks like it's going to go to hell in a handcart, even with the Pope saying what he said. We're at war. I've been saying it for years, no one pays any attention to me because I'm a nobody. Pretend to hear the voice of God, and oh look. I just want to be left alone to play games. Unfortunately, the real world isn't going to be like that. That's why I'm sinking myself into 3 years of academia. Right then, speak to Thorium Point Flight Master, then use the Brotherhood flying machine's guns to kill Cut. What? Right, so speak to the Thought Master and then use machine guns. So where's the Flight Master then? Because he's Griffin Master, he's Alliance. We're going to be over here, aren't we? No, you are Master Pet Tamer. You're the Flight Master. No, you're the Wind Rider Master. I'm ready to take the flight into the cauldron. Okay. Right. How do I do shit? Operation Stir the Cauldron. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to be doing? What am I supposed to be doing? Clickety, 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 clack. Oh, clear the terrace for landing. Right, okay. I can do this bit. This is more like it. Okay, I didn't like how close my health bar got to that. Oh, wow, okay, stop blowing things up so I can see what I'm doing. Right, heal surge. Okay, I'm in. Right, so, hand this quest in, and we've still got line dancing dwarves.
What's on your mind?
Right, slag pit bracers,
Off with you.
and a gold. What do the bracers look like? 6 intellect, 8 stamina, haste, 6 intellect, 6 stamina, 11 armour, 13 armour, so yeah, they are better. Right, so 3 more quests. Right, okay, very little slavery. Slay 10 Dark Iron Taskmasters.
Be good.
Sweet Horrible Freedom. Free 12 slave workers. If they resist, kill them.
Watch your back.
And use the altar of Suntara, then slay Alatharic the Black and Obsidian. Belt of the Turning Tides. And I have the Rotberry Waistband, which will actually lose me intellect if I take it off. So the Rotberry Waistband will be staying.
Off with you.
But no matter. Now it's into this thing to have a look and see what I can do. This reminds me a little bit of one of the games I used to play a bit of, which was Brutal Legend, which was all about freeing people who were headbangers from slavery in a mine. And somebody's here with me, already killing stuff, so I'm just going to have a look around. I can't mine, I'm a skinner. I'll try to figure out why he's turned around and come back, because it looks like this is actually a dead end. Okay, so Kane has decided to join up with Clinton. Any news on who Trump has got? No idea. Yeah, I've got the news on in the background just so I can keep abreast of world events in case something amazing happens, like a spontaneous outbreak of world peace. I know it's not very likely to happen, but one can hope, can't one? Right, okay, so how am I supposed to... That looks like a dead end. But I can't see another way down or round, so what is happening? Aha! 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 Cunningly disguised gate with more people. Oh well, at least I can help than the slave workers. Can't even see where that slave worker is. Ah, it's because you're hiding in the corner. Come on, let's get out of here. It's about time. I'm sick of being a slave. Good, good. Who wants to be a slave? Do you want to be a slave? I said, do you want to be a slave? Come on, let's get out of here. I thought the Thorian Brotherhood would never come. Excellent, that's what we'd like to see. We don't want quislings. Hello, slave worker. Would you like a taste of sweet, sweet freedom as well? Come on, let's get out of here. I knew the Thorian Brotherhood would come through eventually. Excellent. And here's another slave worker. And what do you say, slave worker? How would you like some taste of freedom? Yes, you would. Okay, it's amazing, isn't it? The vast majority seem to want to be free. Now, why is it that whenever we want this to inject, there we go, I would never leave, I don't know what to do outside. Well, that's true. Smack. You see, out of seven, only one didn't want to be freed. And I need to kill Dark Iron Taskmasters, so let's kill one. Boom, 13, 18, I like those numbers. Only another 9 more to go, so I'll definitely be... I love working for the Dark Iron. Okay. Well, that's 2. And after this corner... Okay, so there's 3, so maybe there's a few more.
I don't have a target.
Okay. Never mind. 4 so far didn't want to leave. Maybe they just don't want to think for themselves. Happens in Fallout. But yeah, I loved Brutal Legend. I'm going to have to get back to playing that one day and completing it. Right then, so that's the 12 slaves. Now let's find the slavers and the taskmasters. That'll do nicely.
It's too far
Double tap on the lava burst. Most things aren't going to stand up to the double tap on the lava burst. Let's be honest. Not with the figures I'm rolling out now. Rolling, 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 rolling. Sorry. Right, so Dark Iron Slaver. And here we go, blowing our way through Dark Iron Dwarves, evil dwarves, what would be known in the Dungeons and Dragons world as Duergar, the deep dwarves. So yeah, so far so good. Surprisingly large amounts of rested XP, to be fair. I was expecting far less. But this is pretty cool. And if you've noticed, we're now level 50. Like as I said, once we've done the missions here, then we're going to go to Ungoro Crater. But that involves a bit of travel, so I want to make sure we've got as much of this done as possible.
I need a target.
I have no target. Boo. How much of these have we got left? 9 out of the 10. Excellent. So this should be the unlucky last one. And he's unlucky because he is the last one. Oh, if only somebody else had been before me, I would still be alive. Right then, this is the pillar. The altar of Suntara. And call forth a Lathoric the Black and his guardian Obsidian. And this is Lathoric the Black. Okay. Lots of fire then. Oh, that's unfortunate.
I need to target something first.
That's unfortunate. Isn't it just unfortunate? I just happened to get a proc of my thing that... Yeah, you didn't stand a hope in hell there, buddy. Really, you didn't stand a chance. Right then, so now where do I go? Do I go up here? I think I'll try. Fools. Obsidian. Why doesn't destroy the internet? Oh, bloody hell, he's on his arse again.
Well met.
So, slavery is bad.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Sweet, horrible freedom.
Safe travels.
And the belt of turning tides. So it's a little known fact that dwarves, particularly lots of the dwarves, lots of rest. So now it's how many would sleep without pillows? Pillows. Exactly, they can't. This is why you must steal their pillows. Once you've finished your cushion thievery, stick with Taskmaster Scrange. He's a bit deeper in the cave, working on a covert project with Hansel. Obtain 16 dark iron pillows.
See you soon.
Do I go up here? Pillows. Pillows. Okay, and again, we're back into that whimsical side of World of Warcraft, where you have a hard-hitting, biting social commentary on slavery, followed by let's make sure the dwarves can't sleep because they've got no pillows to lay their heads on. And it's this switching backwards and forwards between the two, so you never know what you're going to get. That keeps us coming back for more. And I think I need to hurry up. Someone's killed Archduke Calcinder, whilst I'm still stealing pillars. Right, have to fight. So have to fight for some pillows now. They're not going to give me all of their pillows without a fight. So obviously, whatever had been in here before.
I'm out of range.
Oh, right, this is going to get pricey. Oh no, wrong one.
I need a target.
All of the sleepy dwarves are coming in at once. Thankfully, because they've not had any sleep, they were weak. Only need 4 more pillows. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Dark Iron Digmaster. And we will kill you. And we will kill you. And we shall heal after we've finished killing you. So far so good. Oh, and that's a question mark. Excellent, so that's a turn in, so that means I'm heading the right way. So there you go, it's an absolute travesty. I've requisitioned all 16 dark iron pillows. Hang on to these for a little while. The important thing is you're here, we're going to need your help. 8,050. Speak with Hansel Heavyhands and help him assault Overseer Meltorius and Twilight Lord Arcus.
Watch your back.
No, I need to speak with Hansel Heavyhands first. Oh, okay. I'll just take them myself then. Bang, 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 bang. Oh, maybe this guy won't go down as easily. Okay, healing surges. Okay, maybe we should have waited until I had the NPC help, eh? Instead of just charging off on my own. May have been a good idea. Making a fight of it at least. And another lava burst. They... Oh my god, oh my god. Fanaticus, 250 quests completed. Where's the turn-in? The turn-in's below us. I don't like it when I can't see where I'm going. Twisty, bendy, twisty tunnels. We're going round, and are we going down? We're certainly going... yeah, we are. We're going round and we're going ever so slightly down. So we are heading in roughly the right direction. That's okay, I'm going the right way. That's a relief. I'm not a fan when I don't know whether I'm going the right way. I get a little... oh god. Chambermaid pillar clencher. Searing flame wraith. Right, okay. Twisted twilight ties. Looks like despite all odds, press offensive to the doorstep of Calcinder's lair. Okay, 10,000 XP and 1 gold 45 will do me nicely. Right, okay, so squirms in the back of this very cavern. We're close to killing him, but that's not what we're going to do. Slaying Calcinder here means nothing. His acolytes can easily revive him. Instead, we're going to banish him. I asked you to get a precious stone from Twilight's hammer earlier. We can use it against Calcinder. Engage him, weaken him, then use this device on him, and he will be banished from this realm. And a Searing Flame Wraith has decided that he's going to take matters into his own hands and come and attack us. Alright, so, and it just so happens that I've got to kill 6 of them.
How are you? Off with you.
Right.
I'm out of range.
So we now want to kill 6 of these delightful beasties. Consecrated Trippetericine thingy that we had the trouble finding earlier on. So if we hadn't finished that quest, we wouldn't be able to do this quest line. And yet it seemed so trivial at the time. Searing Flame Wraith. Boom. Might as well heal as I get the chance. Left hand and right hand forgetting what they're doing there for a moment. There we go. It's almost like I'd be in government if I had my left and right hand don't know what they're doing. Okay, so we've got 4 out of the 6 down that we require, and we're going to need to kill more than 6 by the looks of this. Oh, piddle, whoops. Oh, that could have been disastrous. Thankfully it wasn't. Now imagine if that had been an hourly global cooldown, or something that I'd needed. Fortunately, it was only Ghost Wolf. But even then, it could have made me susceptible to... click. Right, so do I press on this way? How do I find Calcinder? No, because that's a dead end, so I'm going to have to kill more anyway. Okay. Or is this a dead end? And we're supposed to go the other way. No, that looks to me like I'm supposed to come down here. Past these smoking vents. And there would be Archduke Calcinder. So, take a moment, make sure I'm at full health. That's the concentrated trip to Serene. Let's start this. Let's end this. And let's banish you from whence you came. Uh-oh. I don't want to have something behind me. Archduke thingamajig is abandoned, weaken him now. Yeah, okay, complete. Accept. Wow, okay. So, we've got the Syringe God quests, and we've killed, we've banished Calcinder using that sacred thingamajig. Now I've just got to make my way back past a couple of fire elementals. Got 10,500 XP for that, so look, that's a nice reward. I just need now to get back to where I was for for Thorian Brotherhood. Oh, that's no good, is it? Because that's all the way. Oh, piffle. Oh well, managed to get double tap lava burst anyway, so that'll do nicely. Alright, ghost up. Says to go this way, so we'll go this way. Hopefully before Calcinder respawns. Oh, come on, where am I supposed to go? Maybe there. Is that shadow or is that a passageway? It's a shadow, isn't it? Damn it. It looks like it's supposed to carry on this way. It really does look like there should be a way through. He's in Thorium Point. I'm going to Hearthstone back to Undercity and we'll fly back to Thorium Point. Also means we can sell off everything that I don't want to the innkeeper. Hey, Mr. Innkeeper, buy my shit. Yeah, because we don't want the Belt of Turning Tides. It's not as good as what we've already got. Even though it's a lower level, it isn't as good as what we've already got. Okay, and then send some stuff to my bank character. Yeah. Requires lock picking, so I'll have a word with the guild, see if someone can help me out with that. Cloak of the Reverend, don't know about that, I'll have to have a look at that in a moment. But we'll get rid of all this junk, some of which we can use at another time, some of which will get sold, some of which will get disenchanted. But at the moment it isn't doing us any good, it's just clogging up our inventory. Delicious worm steak is soulbound, tender wolf meat isn't. So I will send that. Anyway, there's the chromatic gauntlets that have been in my inventory for a while. The trinket is soulbound. That's soulbound, so we need to look at that. The ascender saw scale. The oil fist. Oh no, that's soulbound as well. So some of these we'll have a quick look at, but primarily this is just a quick cleaning up.
That's
That's soulbound as well. Okay, that isn't. 118 mage weave cloth. Not to be sniffed at. There we go. So we send all that off. And we've got a nice Tome of Polymorph. So instead of turning them into a sheep, you can turn them into a polar bear cub. Pretty cool. Where's the Wind Rider Master? He's right there. So,
It better be good.
New Kargath. Thorium Point.
Our enemy is abound.
I forgot that it was President Obama addressing the Democratic Party convention tonight. He's all over the news channels, can't get rid of him. Criticising speeches at the convention from last week, promoting Hillary this week. Oh well, it'll be over soon, and then I can slide back into oblivion without having to listen to any more political rhetoric from across the big, wild, wet thing in between the UK and the USA. Great big dirty pond in between the two of us. I'd much rather just sit back and play video. So, we've got the quests. I would imagine we've got most of the exploration as well. Let's just have a quick look. Exploration, Eastern Kingdoms, and it's Searing Gorge, wasn't it? Blackchar Cave and Black Rock Mountain. So there's two locations we're looking for, so we'll have a quick look at those before we get back on one of our Wind Riders. And this time we will be going back to Kalimdor. We will be changing continents. And because we'll be changing continents, that means that we will have a little bit of exploration to do. But don't worry, I have a map. Yeah. Well, it shouldn't be difficult, let's put it that way. And I've just realised that my professions could probably have done with getting upped again, but never mind. Something to do for next time. It's not like we've done badly so far, is it? I mean, we're level 50. We've got our professions right up there with us. We've only got 8 levels to go, and then we're in Outland. And then we've got all new stuff to have a look at. Hellfire Peninsula and everything else, which I remember with fondness. Zangarmarsh is one of my favourite zones. The hunting zone, which her name escapes me right now, wasn't my favourite, but I really did enjoy Zangarmarsh. Zangarmarsh is one of my favourite zones, purely because things are so different. Yeah, so we've got that to look forward to. But Ungaro Crater, if you liked the Incendiasaurs, then you like the Okay, so we're coming through the Arathi Highlands. I always like the fact that you tend to get slightly different routes with via slightly different endpoints. Back into the wetlands. I spent many an hour in the wetlands as a rogue on a PvP server. It was hilarious. The number of paladins I sent scurrying for cover because I'd just sap them. It'd be kind of like, yeah, I can't take you out, so I'll stun you for 30 seconds. And then run away. And hide. And they'd be there for hours looking for me whilst I'm up in some perch so they can't see me, and they're going and then just when they think it's safe to do so, I come out, stun them again and run away again. It wasn't killing them, but it just made them really, really nervous for a long time, because there's no way I could take on a plate wearing class. Even at low levels, the amount of mitigation they get from what they wear was too high for the level of gear that I had. I've never been one of those guys that have been twinked to high heaven. I've never been able to afford it. I've never been able to put the time in to be able to twink my ults to that level, which is strange because I've always had a thing about having multiple characters on a game, so I can do multiple different things. Games like Final Fantasy XIV, for instance, that's a completely different ball game, because with that you can change your class at any time you want to by changing your equipment and speaking to the right people. So you can do everything that you want to do on one character. This is a long flight path, but it's worth it, because it means... Oh, that's something I haven't done. The Mysteries of the Fire. I don't need to now. The Mysteries of the Fire Gizzard. I've got all the quests I need for burning for that one. I can get rid of that one. We don't need that one. That's Burning Steps. This is Syrian. Yeah, we don't need that one. Yeah, abandon it. Yeah. Twilight Highlands, 84 to 85. Yes, please. Still got a bit of a way to go before we get to that, but we are now in Hammertoe's dig site and Kargath, so we will be at our destination shortly. Only this time we're flying over the scar of the World Breaker. Ooh, that was a bit of luck there. Something the Annihilator flew past us. I've got a feeling that's a world boss. Or was that the thing I was trying to avoid yesterday? Or whenever it was, when on the race to 50, it's kind of like, yeah, we don't want to get too close to that, because that will probably eat us alive. It's the problem with some of these bosses. Some of them you know you're going to have help with, and others you look at them and you go, it doesn't look that difficult, until you then realise they've got something like 16 million hit points and hit for 3,000-4,000 damage a time. It's always a matter of having to do your research with some of these bosses. Not as bad as EverQuest was. EverQuest was an absolute bugger for putting a raid level boss in the middle of trash, and it'd be kind of like, let's go through here, and he's slaughtering things away, and all of a sudden you come against this thing and it's kind of like, oh holy crap, I think it's time to go home now. Unbelievable in some of the things they used to do, especially in the Plane of Nightmare. Thankfully there's a little bit more sense of progression with this game, which makes it slightly more enjoyable, just a touch, because you actually are able to progress without having to constantly second guess and spend. Oh, there's also another. Okay, there's a Lunk. What does Lunk want now? Lunk's a special gear trinket. Okay, I'll have a free 8,000 thing and a trinket that I'll probably never use. But where's the hand in? Right, he must be up top as well. Still, that's a nice little extra, getting 8,000 off Lunk. Here he is.
Here there.
And Hammer of the Thorium Brotherhood, which is one hand. And it is 5 intellect, which gives us an extra intellect, which means we will be using it. And it's 12,000 and 2 gold 20. That
good.
was very, very worthwhile getting. Where'd it go? Hammer of the Thorium Brotherhood. We'll upgrade the stinking skull mace. So, reputation with Thorium Brotherhood by 2,000, and reputation with the guild by 125. And there's now a daily quest. Yeah, there's a daily quest. So what's this then? The Thorium
You got my
Brotherhood.
attention.
You've done all that I've asked you to do, and there's really nothing more here for you. If you're interested in continuing career as an agent of the Thorium Brotherhood, speak with the Lockstar Stark Bargainer in the Grim Guzzler in Blackrock's Depths. You can define our fire reflux by adding dark iron residue into the mix. Okay, so
Watch, get her back. Oh,
right, and then even more acceptance. Right. We've begun to look favourably upon you, so if we look at our reputation, Iron Wolves, Earthen Rings neutral, Argent Crusade is honoured, classic, Thorium Brotherhood is revered. So actually doing Blackrock Depths, which is a dungeon, and getting the Dark Iron residue, giving it to them, is a way of increasing your reputation to Exalted. So now I imagine that I go to Iron Summit and down here for Burning Steps, so we can turn in the Burning Steps quest. Turn in the Burning Steps quest, it's free XP, and then we shall vamoose over to the next adventuring area that we shall be going to, which will be Ungaro Crater. So we'll take a trip down to Iron Summit. Moradon. Lucky and dead. That'll probably be the Fire Gizzard quest again that I got rid of. And we're going to run through here. I said we're going to run through here, thank you. Oops. I think I might have angered a few more than I anticipated. Still, just keep running, and eventually they should get tired and give up. Like that, at which point I can heal. And wolf up again. Yeah. And I ran the wrong way, so it's down here. And I do believe that looks like that's our way out of the zone. That's not guarded, so we'll yoink this. 164 XP isn't to be sniffed at any stage of the game now. And Black Rock Mountain. What was the other place we need to get? Black Char Cave? Was that the cave there, possibly? It might even be a cave in front of us. And this is Black Rock Cave, then this is more than likely going to be Black Rock Depths. I don't see a summon stone. Discovered Black Rock Mountain. I've got no idea where on earth I'm going now. I assume I'm going through this way. The Molten Span. This is the dungeon. Because we'd get onto that chain, and over there, and down there. Yes. That is definitely Black Rock Depths. Right, so that's definitely where we don't want to be going. Definitely don't want to be going there. So that only leaves the Char Cave. Now I've got a sinking feeling that Black Char Cave is going to be this one down here. Ah well. It's not like we can't come back and get the exploration achievement in a couple of minutes when we're level 60 and we can fly. That would make it so much easier. And so we're going back into the Searing Gorge, back over this way, and this is the way out. Right, at least we found Black Rock Depths and Black Rock Mountain. So, thought that was a dead end there for a second and I was about to curse. But then I saw the pathway up here. Oh, that is Black Char Cave. Greater Lava Spider. Okay, I'll kick your ass as well then. That was a nice boost to find that we actually have a cave that we need to find, and does it appear to be on our way, or is this something completely different? There's a giant pig thing. I see a giant pig thing. It's a rare spawn. It's a rare spawn. Right, we're going to kill it. It's a rare spawn. Lightning bolt, waiting for the fire, lava burst. We'll re-stick that dot on you because we can. Lava burst is back up. Oh yeah, that took a nice chunk of your health off there, didn't it? Thank you very much. 3,300 for a kill. Gossamer Pants of the Owl. 13 intellect. Nice. What level's of requirement? 42. That's not bad. And that's it. Damn. How do we get out of here? go up this way? It looked promising, didn't it? Doesn't switch back over that way. And we can't get through there. Okay. I cannot see how we get out of here to the burning steps. Oh well. With Hasty Hearth, our Hearthstone only takes 15 minutes to recharge, instead of the usual half an hour. So the fact that we find ourselves stuck with no way out, after having earned the achievements and the exploration for Searing Gorge, is not a problem, because now all we have to do is get the Zeppelin to Kalimdor, which means going through Orgrimmar.
What is it?
So, there's Brill.
Embrace the
Well, level 51 hasn't taken us too long to get through, which is nice and good. I've still yet haven't got my skinning and my herbalism up. Oh well, what a pity. It's something that will get done. I won't leave it too long because I don't want it to fall behind, because if it falls behind then it's not as useful for getting stuff. And having just realised that archaeology unlocked at level 20 and I've not even started it with this character, means that I'm going to wait till level 60 so that I can do it when I've got a flying mount. And that, because that is what Into the Wild Blue yonder that we see cropping up gets us. So, which one's that one just coming in? That one is to Howling Fjord? Vengeance Landing? Vengeance Landing. Which is Howling Fjord. So we want this one. Durotar Flight Master. Where's the Zeppelin now? Just departed from Undercity. Bugger. Just departed from Undercity. That's just got back to Undercity. Okay. The Zeppelin to Orgrimmar was just... Right, so that was... Ooh, nice bit of lightning in the background there. Nice to see. With the rain. And the thunder. Right, so you can't always trust the Zeppelin Masters to get it right. Remember that one for next time. Right, so it won't be long after we get into Ungaro, or we're on the way there, that we will actually hit level 51, being this close. 10,000. Less than 10%. Which is always nice to be in the position of where you're only 10% away from the next level. So we'll take this to Orgrimmar. We shall then head south, because we want to be aiming around here somewhere. Around about here I think it is. And then we've got Outland until almost 70, we get to Northrend until almost 80, then enter Pandaria, and then up to Broken Isles after we finish the 10 levels with our garrison. And can I get out now please? Thank you. There we go. Oh, if I misjudged that slightly more, then I could have been a splattered wolf. Never mind a ghost wolf in terms of character, I'd have been a ghost wolf in actuality. Right. That's the flying trainer. 45 gold. Do I want to spend 45 gold? Okay. That's an achievement, Fast and Furious. And then we need expert riding at 60 for 225. A Flight Master's license afterwards for another 225 at 60. Then at 68 you've got cold weather flying for another 45. Then at 70 you've got expert riding for 4,500. And at 80 artisan riding for another 4,500. So I've got a long way to go yet before I get any of those. Where can I go from here? Bloodhoof Village, Ratchet. Right, so what we'll do is we'll get as far as Ratchet. And if you remember, we came here because this is where the boat now docks from Stranglethorn Vale to Booty Bay, which is part of the Northern Barrens, and it's part way down the coast of where we want to be. It is a neutral city, and before we are done we should be hitting another neutral city by the name of Gadgetzan in Sonaris. There's a lot of travelling that hasn't been done purely because we've been on the Eastern Kingdoms, so where some of the quest lines are spread out on the Kalimdor side for the Horde, these haven't been connected, shall we say. And for those of you who are interested, then what will happen is I will then signpost as we go past where some of these areas are. But first of all we need to find out exactly what the state of the road is like down by Ratchet, so that we can continue southwards. Now I do believe we might have to travel through the Thousand Needles. I want to avoid that if at all possible, because it's waterlogged and it will take forever to get through. Thousand Needles, as it used to be back in Burning Crusade and vanilla World of Warcraft, was a dust bowl of a zone which was filled with towering spires. Things lived on top of the spires, and some of the zone was figuring out which ways to go on which walkways to actually get the results that you wanted for certain things. That's a low level quest, and that's still the same, but now you've got a nice big cushion of water underneath them all, instead of having, for want of a better explanation, plungy, death. Bear with me one moment. It is as I feared. We are going to have to hoof it across. Now, however, my riding speed has gotten faster, so I should now be faster on the mount than I should be with Ghost Wolf. and we have to travel via Tanaris. And the fastest way to Tanaris, unless you've got a flying mount, a friend who can portal you to Dalaran, or something similar, is through the Thousand Needles. We don't have time to wait for people to come online because of the time of day it is. We don't have a lot of people, so we're just going to have to make the best fist of this as we can on our journey south, avoiding the oases. And we're still in the Northern Barrens, but that won't last for much longer. Now, of course, you're seeing all these creatures, and just for comparison, they're like level 14, 15. So they're ignoring us well enough alone. Right, so I found the great big fissure that runs between north and south, which is called the Great Divide, and this all used to be one zone at one point, but with Cataclysm this is what happened to the Barrens. Unfortunately it's quite a long way down, so as you can see there's a lot of different little ways through, and being a higher level I can be a little less cautious than someone who is of the actual level to be here. Now if I get down there I am not getting back out again, I will have to Hearthstone. So there is no way through there, however there might be a way through here, he says optimistically, and as I top the rise I see no such luck. Okay, so we'll just carry on going and following the Great Divide until such time as we can get across. So as you can see the chat channel keeps switching backwards and forwards from north to south because it is such a thing. Oh, hello. So somewhere near here there is a flight path. Right, so possibly once we get there's an area that we can use. Honours stand gyrocopter. But I can't see Honours stand. Okay, right. This is going to be fun, I promise. Right. Well, we've travelled along the length of the Great Divide, and now we're travelling north where it again forces its way into the northern side of the Barrens. And I do believe, right, Darsok's outpost. Well, that hasn't really done anything for us though, has it? As we still can't get across. But we have we kind of found the end to it? Sort of, yeah. Right, so that's not a way up. That has got such cheeky way. Oh. Some of these are climbable, some of these aren't. Right. Accepted rule of thumb is usually these spines you can climb up in most areas. Hence I say most areas, because some of these mountaintops you do actually have to access for quest NPCs and the like. So sometimes it's finding the right tine, as it were, of the mountain to climb up to get over the top of it. And this is a case in point. Previous two didn't work, that one did. And there's lots of Hellscream labourers. This is the dry hills, so that tells us roughly where we are. That I found the dry hills. Isn't anywhere where we want to be. So look at coming down the mountain. Maybe not as fast as that, and certainly not as unhealthily as that. Because it's got us into an area where there's lots of harpies. Now the dry hills and the harpies have been around for a long time, and they used to be near the old entrance to another zone. Really? Are you sure you want to do that? Crackers. And they do talk about a named one of them wanting to pull your eyes out. So now I can come down here. That was miles out of our way. How on earth did we get that high up compared to where we were? Very strange mountain, that one. Anyway, Darsok's outpost we got to before. Nearly. Oh, what is wrong with this? Scramble, 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 scramble. Ha 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 ha! Made it across. He who dares wins. Right. So now, this should be my way through. Both flight path wise. Oh dear, this is Alliance on a stand. That's okay, they're level 40. And if I keep on going in this direction, there should be a flight path for me to access. Pope Francis warns that the world is at war after the European attacks. Yes, well done. It's taken this long before it is finally recognised by someone in power. And we have got Southern Barons. Right, so we're obviously not going to hit the flight path because the flight path is somewhere to the side of us. Yeah, it's up there. But there is a path there which leads backwards, which means we can pick it up. Excellent. It's always worthwhile picking up a flight path when you can. That's not the way up, this is the way up. Because it means that when we come down here again, it means that we're able to take advantage. So, you've now seen the whacking great rent that is in the southern, so that divides the southern and the northern barons. And what you now have is we now have within the southern barons an area of growth where growth has suddenly run rampant. Right, it's known as the overgrowth, and you can see that we're coming just down the side of the fissure at the minute because that's the way it runs to the south. Until we get here, and then you'll see that you've got all this aberrant growth, lashes and mutated things attacking the Tauran indigenous people and all kinds of nastiness, almost as if an elemental of life, of growth, has just sort of sprouted out of nowhere. And we're heading towards a flight path here. Now this flight path used to be the original village isn't the correct term, but it was a small quest hub just inside the Barrens, and it would be where the Tauran would come out of Mulgore and into the Barrens, and then there would be a number of small quests in this area to get them up to speed, and then they'll be sent up to the Northern Barrens for the actual quest lines, because as we get down here the monsters get markedly more difficult. There's now a big level divide between north and south, whereas it wasn't that big. Yeah, and now we've got the ruins of Torajo, because this used to be the camp, and it did look like there was a flight path somewhere around here, over there by the looks of it. Okay, funny looking flight path. Right. So if it's around here somewhere... Oh no, there's some hides there, isn't there? Looks like they've managed to get themselves barricaded in this little corner. Yes, Vendetta Point. And it is a tiny little camp, which has obviously just managed to hold on to its position here. Don't do well at piloting Kodos. There we go, so new flight location. Vendetta, Vendetta. And you can see where it's all been blocked off to the right hand side. Mulgore's had its gate closed so that people can't get through. And the ruins of Torajo, which was the camp that the Tauran would first usually enter the Barrens. Now it's just ancient history. And as we come down here, you'll see off to the side Dustwallow Marsh. Big zone there called Dustwallow Marsh. Just aiming for the pavement. The path that used to be here. There we go. And as you can see, it kind of splits into two. Are we taking this fork? Yes we are, because this is going to take us to the next flight path. And as you can see, there's another rift, a secondary rift as it were, which isn't as deep as the Great Divide, but it has managed to form a battleground of sorts, a trench, between the Alliance and the Horde. And as you can see, it's called Battle Scar. And the idea is it's managed to keep the two sides from being able to completely obliterate each other, and as a result the war has been dragged on and on. Now there should be a flight path somewhere here, because it's telling me there is, and after my last Desolation Hold, yeah, it's going to be actually within the hold itself, not in Battle Scar, because Battle Scar is the name of the actual trench that they're fighting over. And if you want to go to Dustwallow Marsh, you have to be on the other side of the Battle Scar, which isn't difficult to do. There are several quests that take you backwards and forwards over to fight the Horde, to fight the Alliance on behalf of the Horde. And even though I've discovered Desolation Hold and the Flight Path and everything else, it hasn't. Okay, so signpost Dustwallow Marsh for you, so that if anyone is interested, you can actually do an end run around Battle Scar, can you? Sort of. Yes, there's as I say, it's a scar. It's not a full-on trench, and you can see there's some elementals that have become enraged over it all. But if you want to find the normal way into Dustwallow Marsh, just follow this road down. And where you've got the green paw prints, we've got trainers. So yeah, you just normally just run down this road here, and you can see the start of the zone, and you can see where it starts going from a browny colour into a grey colour. So that's Dustwallow Marsh. Back into the Southern Barrens. And we're now on the other side of the Battle Scar, because we didn't cross back. And there's a small camp of Tauren called Spearhead. And again, that hasn't unlocked anything great on the map. Here we have an Alliance outpost which has been here forever, as far as I can remember, the Bale Mode and Excavation. There's some great quests to be had in here. And it looks like things have progressed in the Bale Mode and Excavation to the point where we're actively moving into it and taking it out, rather than just sending in the lone warriors that happen to have the quests there. Now we will run past Razorfen Crawl. And all of this used to be a path. None of this was overgrown. You just used to have bits and pieces. And this is one of the dungeons. Effectively, their influence is growing out of the couple of dungeons that are held here. Razorfen Crawl and another Razorfen Depths. One of which you find is where the Quillboar have been taken over by undead. Right, now this used to be the Great Lift, and this, if you've seen the videos prior, this used to be a big lift like the ones in Thunderbluff. Unfortunately, they are now broken. So now, your only hope is to jump. And unless you're following the quest line here, you're not going to get a boat. So, this is the Thousand Needles, as I was telling you about. It has now been completely submerged, and we are going to be making our way all the way to the far end down here. Yeah, really. And at the bottom here you can see Ungoro Crater. So, if you bear with me, we shall wend our wallowing way through this zone. And pretty much like an in-flight map on an aeroplane, you can track your progress on the map so you can see where you are in relation to obstacles. And this is where one of the zones, Razorfen Crawl, also backs out onto the Thousand Needles. It's possible to enter and exit through a back way there as well. The only upside to this is the fact that we are getting Exploration XP at a decent rate, 639, because Thousand Needles is a 40 plus area. No, it's not 35 to 40, because Tanaris is a neutral 40 plus area set in a desert. There are lots of quests that take place at Fizzle and Pozik's speed barge. Should you be interested in such things, there are a lot of independent neutral quests, and they do provide you with a decent leveling experience. Again, lower level area. If you want to see what the quests are like here, then leave a comment or talk to me on Twitter at Voice of the Forge, same as I type into the description box. And if you want to see certain videos of certain quests, then by all means let me know, and I will then endeavour to get a character ready to do them and film for you. So at the moment we're just taking a leisurely stroll through Thousand Needles. You can see that we're getting there slowly. There's lots of quests on the banks as well. It's not all on the river. You can see where sort of like it's showing you the levels, but there's lots of things along the banks here where there's bits and pieces where you have to find access. And there also used to be around here as well, near where you've got Dark Cloud Pinnacle, there used to be a Tauren outpost on top of these as well, and if memory serves, that's been taken over by the Dark Cloud tribe of Tauren. So not only do the trolls have various splinter groups where you've only got one set that have joined the Horde and the others have reverted to cannibalism and all kinds of, yeah, Free Wind Post. Oh no, it looks like Free Wind Post might still be around then, because it isn't the ruins of Free Wind Post, it is Free Wind Post itself. So it might still be there. There used to be a flight path to Free Wind Post. That's why I think it no longer has the flight path there, is because it is either fallen or there is something wrong there with Free Wind. And this is one of the things that you can see coming through. I think that's a weather event, so which you don't want to be caught up in if you can at all help it, and we want to be drifting that way so that we can get through this neck that's approaching. And again, this isn't terribly interesting, it's just the fact this is, unless you've got friends that can port you to Dalaran and jump you around all over this, or you can fly, at which point you're level 60, and this is then something of a moot point, then you're not going to get anything of. But if you're aware that this is what you're going to do, then you're not going to be worrying too much about making sure you're doing the right thing. And it does provide a little bit of downtime for me to explain the areas surrounding the Thousand Needles and some of its history. Now, some of its history is still available. Some of the quests will actually have you diving under the water to deal with threats, to deal with things that are either new threats or to excavate ruins of what was down there before. So the quest only slightly changes in terms of retrieval, because wherever you were once having to take on a band of centaur, you're now having to fend off wildlife and other things. And this is what I mean about the Twilight Withering, and why I thought I remembered Twilight Hammer, because there is a quest line here out with the Twilight Hammer and you stopping their tricks here. So again, they're another faction that you do run into in various areas time and again. One of the things that I have noticed is that where there were once in normal vanilla WoW and Burning Crusade, where once you would have scattered groups of centaur as your sort of like adversaries versus the Tauren and elsewhere, these have been replaced gradually over time either by the Quillboar or by more members of the Alliance, and this has allowed for a deeper and richer enmity to come through over time than if it's just scattered, one clan here, one clan there. And some zones that actually becomes something that's quite significant, whereas other zones it was something that was kind of, yeah, okay. Case in point being the Darkspear trolls that are part of the Horde. There was a place where there was a centaur sort of hold, and they held battle plans, and you'd go in there and you'd kill them, and they've now been replaced by interlopers of the Alliance. So now you've got a reason to actually fight them, rather than saying, yeah, you know what, we just want to be left alone and stop them. And there's a whole thing whereby areas of power have been consolidated from the original game and expanded. So over time you can see that, yeah, there is this push outward and things are working. But at the same time, you also have this reasoning where once you are facing scattered minor threats, now these threats are starting to actually consolidate into one big whole. And because they're becoming one big whole agglomeration of one sect or another, it makes them more dangerous as a whole, and it also pulls you into the storylines that much deeper. Because if you come across someone like Twilight's Hammer here, and were to go across and do the Badlands, Burning Steppes, Searing Gorge, and you run across the Twilight Hammer there, you're there going, oh, these are bad guys, I've met them before. Exactly the same as me. It was kind of like, Twilight, I know the word Twilight, where do I know the word Twilight from? Oh yes, Twilight Hammer. And as soon as because it'd been a while since I've played, as soon as I'd realised where it was going, I knew the enemy involved. Now, we should literally be just heading for that pile of rocks over there, with a bit of luck. Time consuming, yes, but we're getting there. You can see how far we've come. I'm not taking a detour to pick up the flight path. It's not worth it. Another downtime, maybe, but right now we want to get into Ngoro Crater. I don't know what time I started filming this, but I do know that it is so late that it's early morning. And there's another one of those things we were talking about. Now, the sunken dig site used to have a breed of bugs involved called silithids, and you first came across them in the Fields of Blood, where they had sort of like termite mounds, and you would destroy eggs. And then you'd come into Thousand Needles and you'd find they'd working on an excavation dig site. So you'd kill them there, and then as you went through Tanaris you'd find some more, until you found a whole great grove of them. And talking of which, I found a silithid wasp, and then there'd be this whole great grove of them, which ends up being an entire zone called Silithus. And they're a bit like the Nerubians. They're insectoid, they're completely alien, and they're an invasion from effectively another world, just like the portal that brought the orcs and some of the other races through as they were escaping the Burning Legion in Burning Crusade. These are the same portals that the Legion will be coming through to try and take back, to try and subjugate the world of Azeroth. This is why the humans are fighting, is because effectively these are refugees, for want of a better word, from another place. Draenor was the Draenei. They're not native to Azeroth either. Pandarans, I believe, are supposed to be native to Azeroth, but they're just part of an island that's really a massive great turtle that wanders around. And we're finally on dry land and can move into Tanaris. Now we will be going to Gadget's End purely to pick up the flight path, because that way we can get to this part of the world much faster. And this is a change. I used to level here, and there was a whole great settlement that was quite a distance away from the Gadget Zone. I managed to give us that. And it was not Gadget Zone by the sea before. Now it appears that it is, and there's our flight path. And we're hung up on that again. Right, so that is completely new. So there's a lot more water than there used to be. And that is also, that's going to have checked, yeah, this whole thing here is just a bite that's been taken out. Just a massive bite that didn't, that was all desert at one point. Wow, okay, that's a big change. Shows you how long it's been since I've been here. How long it is since I've played. And then we've got these things. List of poor hyenas and elsewhere. You can see these are now level 45. You can see that we're now getting to a higher level area because these are now green to me, which means that were I to be so indulged, I could stop and murder them. Not quite with impunity, because they would still be able to hurt me. They just wouldn't be able to do a huge amount to me. So as we make our way across here, we're going to try and find our way into the crater itself. And this is Sansar Watch, and straight away you can see at the other end of Sansar Watch there's rocks in front of me. But now we've got sand lashes, which are level 47 elementals. They're new. Not seen them before. The noxious layer. Well, no, you're not a Naga. You're actually a snake. Okay, but this is the kind of thing I was talking about with Silithus and the Silithids. There's another elemental, rock elemental, land rager, Centipar Sandreaver, and this again goes back to the insectoid nature of invasion. Now, is this just an area? Yeah, it's the noxious layer. It's just, right, you can see that there's a whacking great. Yeah, I'm just going to run through. There's a whacking great crater line down the side, and you can see that these are at level 47. So this would be the area that you'd venture in. Instead of doing like the Searing Gorge like I did, you'd be doing this area. So this is an alternative if you didn't like Searing Gorge. And as we come down here, I think you can see where the pathway is at the bottom of the map. Yeah, I'm just going to ignore all these, run through as much as possible. We've wasted enough time getting through Thousand Needles. And you can see that you've still got the line of the crater. You can't get across the mountain side of things because you've got that, because you can see into the crater, but that's a long way down. So you have to find the safe way in. What on earth is that? Unearthed fossil. You know what? Just for shits and giggles, I am going to take you out. Unearthed fossil. It's like a Dracolich of sorts. Forked tongue. Okay, nothing spectacular. Sand slitherer. That's a... what do you call it? Unusual name for a snake? I was going to say uninspired. That's the word. It slithers in sand. What we'll call it? We'll call it a sand slitherer. And this might be the path into Ungaro. Indeed, it certainly looks like it. Haha! And there's another great zone just down there called Uldum. Might actually be the dungeon that's called Uldamar. But yes, this is Ungaro Crater. Yay, we have discovered Ungaro Crater. We can start levelling again. And if you've noticed, whilst we've not been doing anything to level, that we have, in effect, gained most of that 20,000, that 10,000 that we were missing to actually finish off the level. So, as we found our proper way in, we're going to pick up the quests.
I've been expecting
Right, so a brother of mine took some meat from one of Larkori's kills. Didn't know at the time, but Larkori saw him and followed him, and then destroying. Larkori killed him. If you want to provoke Larkori, find a fresh kill of his and take some of the meat from it. Threshodon carcass to kill him. Okay. Right. Obtain 5 white Ravasaur claws, and that gives us a white bone rod, which is 2 hand. Right, so that's more of a caster's weapon, but that is Canarian Circle. Now I don't know what these are, but I do know that we want to collect them. I do remember the crystals. Right, so where are you? If you've got the exclamation mark. You further up, is there another way up the hillside up here? Where's that exclamation mark taking us? It's taking us around the corner, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay, so
Be on your mind.
you want to ride a Venomhide, then I've got bad news for you. The Venomhide Ravasaurs, they're all poison. Poison blood, poison spit, poison skin. Climb them when you fall off dead in a few hours. You'd have to build up a resistance to the toxins long before a soldier one. That takes a long, long time. The Venomhides prefer the northern area. Right, so basically, if you were to be poisoned by the Venomhide Ravasaur blood 20 times, you could ride one without dying. Attack Venomhide Ravasaurs for a chance to be poisoned.
Spirits be with you.
That sounds like a madman's mission. But, okay. If it gets me XP, I'll go for it. Alright, so this is... You're a Ravasaur. Hello, Ravasaur. Are you going to infect me with your poison blood whilst I sear the wounds closed with lots of lava? Maybe not.
I need to get closer.
This really is the crater that time forgot. But it does mean that we will get to level 51. And I've been... Oh, there's a white Ravasaur claw. I'm not sure what the power crystals are for, but I'm pretty sure that I need them at some point. And that's a Threshodon kill. So, we take a piece of the Threshodon carcass to make the big thing angry and come after us. Not sure what I do now though. So what I will do is kill this Ravasaur runner. Why not? And here we go. There we go. Kill him. Heal up. And oh, we get another runner. Okay. Hello, big dinosaur. I'm going to kill you. With lots and lots of molten rock and fire. And lightning bolts and other bits and pieces and assorted nastiness. Flex Raptor scale and skin and heal again just to make sure. Here's a Ravasaur. Yay, Ravasaurs! Or double tap lava burst. That'll ruin anyone's day. And that's level 51. And that is new dungeon unlocked, Black Rock Depths. That's the one that we found the entrance to. So, we kill Ravasaurs, Ravasaur runners. It's all good fun. Now,
I need a
I
target.
do know that there are more quests towards the back of the crater. It's just that it's been so long since I've been here, I don't know what's changed and what hasn't, so we'll just follow the quests as we've given them, and hope that the Canarian Circle
I don't have
takes
a
us
target.
in a storyline fashion through the zone. Otherwise we could be here for some time. So we carry on with the Ravasors. Oh, and one of them's bought a friend. That's not very sporting, is it?
Targets.
Have no target. But I do have an instant cast lava burst. You thought it'd be easy? Have another one. And there we go. And that's another white Ravasaur Claw.
It's too far away.
And he's out of range. So we shall follow him. We shall follow. Sorry. We shall grab one of these. And we shall hurt it with electricity and molten rock until it falls over. And that's the last of the white Ravasaur claws. So we've got the Fair of Law Quarry we have to take back to turn in. I've just seen that there, so not a major issue. And there's another Ravasaur over here that we're going to kill for shits and giggles, because it's level 50. So why not? And even here you can see that we're not really stretched. Oh, raptor flesh. That'll make my cook happy. It won't. Can't cook raptors yet. Need to get her cooking skills up to the point, and you're just getting too close for comfort. I'm just going to be a homicidal maniac going on a murder spree that Lunk doesn't approve of, because he would rather ride the spiders, if you remember.
I don't have a target.
Yeah, I remember. So we'll get these two turned in.
The winds guide
Piece of
me.
Thrashedon carcass. Do not I'm sure you've angered lower Corey will not kill me until it's tasted your flesh. Where he found a Thrashedon in this area. Okay. So two Ravasaur pheromone glands.
May the eternal sun
Right, so we've now got to go
shine
get more
upon
Ravasaurs. And we've
And
got the
a friend
Ravasaur
of
claws.
Rain is a
There
friend
you
of
go.
mine.
Thank you very much. Right. Blood petals of Ungara have a fascinating art. The trees in front of us bear seeds that fall into the river when they mature. Almost like an egg and a newborn blood petal. I require these seeds for my studies. Use this net and use it to squirt bright orange seeds in the river. You have to hunt them down under the
Good
water.
day.
Okay. First things first, we want to be getting Ravasaur scent glands. And ooh. That's a blood petal seed. And poop.
It's not ready yet.
What are you? Stone Guardian. Diametrodon. Emerald Boa. What is going on in this crater? I know it's the land that time forgot, but even so, right, well I got one of those blood seed things. Any more for any more? Yes, there's one. Blood petal seed, I see you, I'm catching up to you. And got you. Nice little spinny animation under the water as you're trying to catch them. What are you? You are a spotted bell frog. Okay, you're not a bloodflower seed, so we're not interested in you. Any more? Is that one? Yes, it is.
It's still recharging.
Missed. Didn't miss that time. And there's another one. Right, so unless you're really paying attention for those, you're not going to find them, but that is done. Now, oh, you're a venom hide, right? So not only can I get pheromone sacs from you, I can also get splashed with venom hide blood.
I need to
If I'm lucky.
first.
No, I wasn't lucky. Did get rugged leather though. Oh, a Ravasaur hunter. Come here. Come hither. I'm standing near your eggs. Oh, come and get me. Come and get me. Come on. Boom. Oh, you've brought a friend. That's not exactly sporting, is it? Oh well, here, have a fresh start. Oh, you're oh dear. You weren't expecting that, were you? No, you weren't. Here, have some more lightning. There you go. Time to heal. That hurt more than I thought it would, but we survived. We also got one of the pheromone glands that I require. Oh. Okay. That was meant to be Lara Corey. And Lara Corey's mate. Okay. Fair enough. Still don't know what I'm doing with the blue power crystals, but I don't mind. I just know that we can collect them. And that Diametrodon has seen me. So...
I don't have a target.
Right. Try and figure out this wacky zone. Are you a Venomhide? No, you're just a runner. What are you? You're a Ravasaur. Well, we need oh, hello. Greater Sagefish. Right, so Lava Burst. Yep, that'll do nicely. Have you got a pheromone gland? No, you don't. So you were a male then, obviously. And there's quite a few Ravasaurs over here, so I shall take my time and clear them one by one. Raptor flesh, but no gland for pheromones. Looks like Facebook's doing well. Ooh, Ravasaur Matriarch, rare spawn. Also means more XP if you take her down. This is a time when I want to get a double tap lava surge, please. Like that. 4,500, thank you, I don't mind if I do. And the Duskwoven Amis of Intellect. That's for shoulders, yeah. 10 armour, 17 intellect, cloth. Very nice indeed. Although Matriarch, still no pheromone gland. So, oop. Okay, so I've managed to enrage one of Larkori's mates. That's possibly where I get the healing, where I get the pheromones from, is by killing the others and making the Larkori mates turn up. Healing surge, dead. Because there's the pheromone gland, and there's the Ravasaur runner, lava burst. And if you notice, I am healing quite a bit more than I was before, because I realise now that, yeah, so that takes some time to do. Right, so we skin these, thick leather, rugged leather, raptor flesh, And those two, and we've now got two to turn in, so we shall go turn them in. Still haven't got splashed 20 times by Venom Hide, but that can wait. I had one or two chances, but it didn't quite work out. And blue power crystal. There's one of those stone guardians again. I'm glad they're yellow. Right. So hopefully this will get us in with the Canarian Circle. There's your Ravasor pheromone glands. Ah, fine specimens. Right. Baiting Larkori into the open. Cannot wait to see the outcome of your fight. Massive thing with claws as sharp as the finest blades, and you'll look into his eyes and you will know death. So, using the contents of Tor's pouch, summon Larkori and defeat him, then bring his head to Tor, a Pathfinder, near the entrance. Now, we're getting a gold for this and 10,000 XP, so okay, this should be a halfway decent fight. There's the Ungoro Lasher Seeds, and I'll have my 8,000 XP, thank you. And we put this. Oh, if you're curious to learn more about Ungoro's flora, speak to him now. Go to Ithis Moonwarden in Roiling Gardens. Well, we'll do that after we've got Lorcari's head. So, the bait for Lorcari. Right. Actually, if we stick to the crater wall, we will actually get to turn in the flora and fauna question first. And that will also put us in position for Lorcari. That's thorium. This will please miners. My priest will be happy once she gets to level 50, because there's mining to be had and scads of it. Young Dimetrodon, purely because you're in my way, so I'm going to lightning bolt you down. There we go. Seeping Gizzard, lovely. Seep all over my blue power crystal. Now I do remember that there is a quest for these as well. Blood Petal Spray. I've got no idea what they're for at all, but I remember that there's a quest for them. Blue power crystal. Young Dimetrodon is not going to be around for very much longer.
I need to target.
And there we go, 249 experience for a kill, and that isn't bad going at all. So we follow this around and around. Spotted Bellfrog Aquatic, level 15. Definitely need to work on my Pokemon skills if we're going to catch them all. So that's the Stone Guardian, level 53 Elemental. Maybe they'll have to do something with them shortly. But this is the flora and fauna. This is probably where the blood petal thing comes from. Juvenile blood petals and greater sagefish. So here we go, Canarian Circle. Kill 6 packs of juvenile lashes. Okay. Wow, that's unusual, shall we say. Need some healing after that for sure. But reputation with Canary Circle by 20 and reputation with Guild by 125.
I don't have a target.
Spread the dots around and then pick them off as you need to. Oh, green power crystal. Anyway. Oh, hello. Iron Heart. Oh, I really don't want to get on his bad side. Oh, I've got a feeling that he would kick my butt cheeks. Right. And I don't want to be near the stone guardian thing whilst I'm doing this. So stick the dots on, spread them around. That's because I'm trying to stick the dot on again, you Burke. Just as well they're powerful dots, otherwise that would have been very messy indeed. Well, that's 4 of the 6 thrashers slain anyway. I'm going to pick up a green power crystal. And this one only got a reprieve because of the golem that came riding around.
I need to target something first. I need a target.
And this one took a bit longer, but eventually got there. Right then, that was a bit scrappy. That was incredibly scrappy, really. But there we go. Healing surge is done. Packs of juvenile lashes. That's the guy giving me the quest. Juvenile lashes. And that's all 6 before the Guardians come back, so I don't have to worry about my AoE anymore. So, heal myself up, and what does the Canarian Circle have for me now? $2 gold for that, and 10,000 XP. Okay. Kill 11 blood petals. Any kind of adult blood petal will do for another 10,000, and for gold besides. Okay, now next thing we want to do is get on with Lorcari, get this one out of the way, because he is right by where we are. This is the reason why we came this way in the first place after all. And I'm sure you can see the reason why coming here is a good idea, because just look how quickly that we're, one, not only getting through quests and killing things, but also the rewards that we're getting. The rewards are 10,000 plus and gold. And there's more juvenile blood petals, but we're not worried about them. So, the bait for Lorcari. Greater Sage Vista. Is that all they've got in these areas? The Roiling Gardens. Come on, Lorcari. I am amidst all your previous meals. Do not come and play with your food. Or does that come and play with your food? I forget which. Lord Wakari, where are you? I am here. This is the time. Do I have to do something with the bait? Take this meat and place it there. So where's the meat? Eep. Tor's pouch. So take the meat. Place. Right, so place the meat on the rock. What rock? Anyway, it's in the last leather bag, isn't it? So it's in this one. On the rock. And then apply the pheromone mixture. And lo and behold, he turns up. Yay! Hello, Lokari. I was expecting this fight to be tougher. You're getting old. Ready to be replaced by a younger member of your tribe? Yes, you are now. Who'd have thought it? You've been brought low by a mere Tauran shaman. Here we go. And wolf it. You know what? We'll see if we can find 11 blood petals. Adult blood petals, not these juveniles. Ah, here we go. There's one. I am so great. I am so great. I am a shaman, and I'm going to kick your ass with lava. Oh, this is where living essence and stuff drops. Excellent. Some of this used to sell for a bit in the auction house back in the day. I don't know if it still does,
I don't have
but if it did, it'd be pretty cool. So that's 2 of 11 blood flayers, and this is another quest. The Crate of Foodstuffs. Property of Martial Expeditions. Martial Stand. That's the place I was thinking of at the back of the crater. So that looks like it's still in. So the Cataclysm doesn't look like it's done much to change the crater overall. Looks like it's still the crater that time forgot. But then, with it being a whacking great crater, I'm not really that surprised. Most I'd have thought you'd have probably expected from it
I need targets.
would be something along the lines of a wall falling down. Oh, I didn't realise this. Oh, that's almost criminal. I'm a herbalism. And I'm not getting extra loot or flowers. Doesn't matter what the loot is, it's just the fact there's extra loot. Extra cash. So I've done it with skinning in the past, and now I'm doing it with... And this will become more important in Outland, to be fair. Because in Outland, I think it's in Zangarmarsh, I think it becomes really important. Anyway. That's 5 dead, and I'm still rooted, but that doesn't make any difference because I'm just going to stand here and heal myself. Awesome stuff. Yay! Now, looking at this as well, is my herbalism must be maxed out, because I get the impression that were it not maxed out, I would be getting skill ups just for looting these lashes, because they're yellow. You want to stun me? Have some earth shock. So how many are we up to? 8 out of 11. We're not doing badly at all here. We've definitely earned a title of weed whacker, if nothing else. I was hoping. Right, so green power crystal. Blood petal lasher. We're now up to 9, so we just need 2 more, which is a shame because we're burning through these at a rate of knots and we are getting a decent amount of XP from them. But given that everything here gives decent XP, then I'm pretty sure whatever we kill will continue to be good for us in terms of levelling. Yeah, and we're nearly halfway there already. Oh, and that is an actual piece of herbalism there, showing up. Even though it's with some thorium. Oh, Mountain Silver Sage. No, my herbalism isn't maxed because it's at 294 with the Silver Sage. Awesome. Good to know. Excellent. So, there's that Ironhide Devil Saw again. Really don't want to tangle with him. If I remember correctly, he's been the bane of many an adventurer that hasn't been equipped to deal with him. I've got no idea what it would be like in today's meta with regards to how strong he is, but I'd rather not risk it. Dying just wastes time. So, return back to Canarian Circle, 10,000. Touch the eastern crystal pylon in Ungoro Crater. Meow. Quest accepted, the eastern pylon. Okay, so I've been teleported here basically. Eastern crystal pylon. Examine the pylon. Report to JD Colley at Marshall Stand. So we've now got 2 things telling us to report to Marshall Stand. Number 1 is toxic tolerance. Right. Kill the venom hides. We're on a mission. Kill the venom hides. So that we can, because this is now the only quest we have that isn't ready to turn in. So if we kill venom hides, which are in this, like, no, you're just a hunter. So we'll get you out of the way to the more interesting.
I need to target something first.
Venom hide, which is what we're after. Come splash your poison on me, venom hide. And there's another one coming there, so we shall get in to the position so we can. Now, oh. Come on. Come on, lava burst. Come on. That was damn close. And I still haven't been splashed with blood. Right, you, come here. Don't like you ganging up on me. Yeah, have a double tap lava burst. Boom. There's another there's another venom hide. Right, let's see if I can take you down more slowly to try and get splashed. Oh, I bet I know what I've got to do. Got to actually hit you, haven't I? Well, the Devil Saw Hunter I've got no such restriction on. And I still don't get splashed with blood. Right then. Try again. Lightning bolt you down a bit. Right then, I want to be splashed. Hey, there we go, come on. Can it only happen once per venom hide? Probably. Anyway, I've got one. Yeah, looks like I've actually got to hit it. Which would make sense after a fashion. And if it's only once per thing, then okay, as soon as I've been splashed, then kill it. Right, okay. I think I've got a modus operandi now to actually get the blood that I require. So, dot it. Lightning bolt twice. Oh no, I didn't have to hit it that time. Right, okay, I don't blinking know. I didn't design the game, I'm just trying to do what it tells me to do. It's told me to go out and get splashed with venom tail blood. That's what I'm planning on doing. It could be that the lava shock takes it down too quickly. But even then, that one's not touched me at all. Come on, my venom hide. Hit me! Hit me with your scalding acid blood! Kill you, because you've brought two friends to the party, you greedy, greedy person. And you haven't splashed me with blood at all. Come on, hit me, hit me, hit me with your... Gah! At least it's XP. Look at my skinning skill, it's just going blip, 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 going absolutely crackers. Screw it. Right then, try again. Hit me! I'm doing everything in my power to try and get you to splash me with your blood. It's okay, I'll just continue to depopulate Venomhide Varvasaurs. Oh dear. Now we're just getting Varvasaur Hunters though, so I shall have to depopulate the Varvasaur Hunters, possibly to get the Varvasaur Venomhides. Maybe that's the whole point. Maybe it is meant to be a long whole process to be able to ride one of these things. Maybe that's the joke.
I'm out of range.
Come on. No? Oh no, you're not one that's gonna splash me, are you? You're just a normal one. You're not though. You're a Venomhide. So, Venomhide. Hello. Oh, you didn't bring your friend with you. That's good. You gonna splash me with blood? Yay! You did as I asked. We're 25% of the way through the mission. Are you gonna splash me? Are you? Punk? No, you're not. Right, I'll just kill you then. You're not one of the ones that will splash me, so we'll just take you out as fast as possible.
I don't have a target.
I've got a feeling I could probably do a whole video just on trying to get the number of splashes required from the Venom tail. So, massacre these to make the Venom hides respawn, I think it is. Oh, and you've brought a friend.
I need a target.
It would trigger just as they die. Oh well, at least I'm in rude health. I only need 3 healing surges to get me back up to scratch. Venomhide, yay! No. Come on, splash me, splash me, splash me. What's this, 3 minutes? Ah. Oh. So my weapon is being affected by the Venomhide poison. That was interesting. Golden Sunsum.
It's too far away.
Maybe that's why I'm not getting splashed. Maybe if it splashes on my weapon, I've got to wait for it to come off. It's possible. There's a 2-minute timer. let's put it to the tilt. No. It's possible that could be the reason why. Okay, well there's some herbalism over here. Oh, dream foil. Still got space in my backpack.
I need to get closer.
Alright, take on the Ravasors until such time as this thing runs out. That could be why it's taking so long. Seconds. So 19, 18, 17. Dun 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 dun. 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe because it still had to 0 up when I started attacking him. Nope, there we go. Yeah. I think that's it. I think you've got to wait in between each application on your weapon. I could be completely wrong, but it indicate why there's gaps in between getting each spray. But it did take me a while to get a spray first, didn't it? Meanwhile, in this direction, there is barely any dinosaurs to be seen. I wonder why. It wouldn't have anything to do with the fact that I've killed a load. No, not at all. Blue power crystal. No idea what it does, but shiny. And that's pretty much what we do, isn't it, as adventurers? It's kind of like we've got no idea what this does, but it's shiny. And that, I think that's tech heads in general, actually. Try not to lava burst when you're trying to get a venom hide splash. I may have figured it out, I may not. Further experimentation is desirable, but it does look like that might be the reason why. We don't care for the actual hunters, the Ravasors, because if you're not over venom hide, we're not interested in your blood. So, here we go. Oh, double tap lava burst. Haha! Followed by lots of venomous venom hide Ravasors. No, we are still trying to get them to splashes, don't forget. Yeah, I think it is. If you've got that on your weapon, then you are going to be shit out of luck until it runs off. Okay, we'll go over here and kill regular Ravasors then.
I don't have a target.
Whey! Skinning is 300, professional artisan. That's probably maxed out as well. keep on keeping on. Experimentation is leading me to believe
I need to target
that
something
if
first.
you have an application on your weapon, you've got to wait for another one. So, we just keep on battering, 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 battering the venom hides. We are doing quite well. Oh, that was a nice big stonking hit. I mean, 250 at a time. I am burning through kills. Pun not intended that time, but still effectively hilarious. Got 42 seconds left on the last splash. So we'll heal up. What are we on? 62%. 24, 22. We'll just wait for this to disappear. Ten. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have at ye. Come on, splash me. Yay! Theory kind of works. You're not going to get splashed if your weapon is already coated. Not always going to be a splash, but the chance of a splash is going to be resulted to 0. Right, now that we've worked that out, I'm not going to wait around for another 5 minutes just murdering dinosaurs. Not when I can be much more productive in turning in quests. And then returning to murder dinosaurs. I've got, what, 6 out of 20? So I've got 6 out of 20. That wasn't the devil saw I just saw there, was it? Run to the sides. Run to the hills. Bread. Yep, so we can turn these in. Get to Marshall's camp. Turn the other 2 in. And then we can possibly be interweaving the venom hide with other quests. And whilst it won't level us necessarily as quickly as if we just concentrated on murdering the venom saws, the fact that we're probably going to get 10, 15, 12, whatever thousands of XP for doing the quests and interleaving them will more than likely make up for the shortfall, I would have thought. What do I know? I'm just a simple shaman in an Ungoro world. There's Lower Corey's head. There's my gold and everything else. Reputation with the guild increased by 125 because I've shown I can murder a dinosaur. I wonder what a couple of my acquaintances would be like if they knew I was murdering dinosaurs. I think they like dinosaurs, if memory serves me right. They probably wouldn't like me much. It'd probably be a case of, oh, poor dinosaurs. And I'm there going, yeah. 3 minutes before my next one. And it's a flight point as well. Excellent. Now there's nothing to stop me killing the red ones, or pink purple ones, or whatever you want to say, because they're just Ravasors. Ravasors, yeah, that's no problem at all. There's just no point killing the poor green ones that don't have a hope in hell of giving me what I want, because it's already coating my weapon. It's kind of like, well, that's not even playing with a straight bat, really, is it? It's not fair. Not for them.
I'm out of range.
Double tapping lava surges for the win. Less than a minute. Is it a Ravasor runner that's got me targeted? Yeah? Come on then. Okay, he's glitched then. Right. Straight ahead. Follow these tiki torches. Because, yeah, dinosaurs don't know about tiki torches and how we could... Oh, there we go. Nice lots of lovely quest XP. Right then, this has been a fairly long video with the 1,000 needles and everything else, so I will call it here. What I will do is just quickly turn in these two quests, and I hope that you will join me for the next marvellous adventure of when...
Hello.
I
See you later.
will...
See you around.
Or whilst I try to get these dinosaurs to splash me with their blood.
Glad I could help.
And I'm trying to find this... Ah, there they are. They're just on the other side.
Interesting.
The eastern pylon.
Be seeing you. Very well then.
And I've got 7 green and 7 blue. I need 7 yellow, 7 red. And we are going to call it in the middle of this camp with me wolfing and sitting. And there we have it. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. I have been, as always, Voice of the Forge. If there's anything that you want to leave a comment on, please feel free to do so in the comments box or on Twitter, @Voice of the Forge. Thank you for watching, and if you like what you've seen, then please like and subscribe. Good night.